All right, we're going to jump right into some really surprising science today. Science that could completely change how you think about aging. Seriously.
So, let's start with a question. When you picture someone who's 120 years old, what do you see? I bet for most of us, we imagine someone really frail, maybe barely hanging on. But what if that whole picture is just wrong?
This isn't just a hypothetical number. It's the real documented age of a Tibetan nun who was not just surviving, she was thriving. We're talking about someone carrying her own water, growing her own food, a vital part of her community.
And get this, she's not some 1 in a billion anomaly. The source material for this explainer points to other incredible cases all over the globe, like a Middle Eastern woman, also vibrant at 120, and an Eastern European woman who lived to be an amazing 132. These people completely defy our Western ideas about aging.
So, what's the secret, right? What is the common thread that links these incredibly long, healthy lives? Well, I'll tell you right now, it is not what you think.
When researchers asked that nun what her secret to a long life was, her answer had nothing to do with some special diet or a unique exercise routine. It was all about a powerful feeling. It was about compassion.
And here's where it gets really fascinating. The other women, they said the exact same kind of thing. They pointed to the deep love they had for their families and, just as importantly, that powerful feeling of being needed. So the pattern here isn't something physical. It's not a pill or a workout plan. It's a profound emotional state. It's these heart-based feelings, compassion, love, a sense of purpose. That seems to be the real common denominator.
Okay, but how on earth can a feeling actually affect our physical age? I mean, that sounds a little out there, right? Well, the answer is hiding deep, deep inside our DNA.
So, every single one of our chromosomes has this built-in aging clock. It's called a telomere. And the best way to think about them is like those little plastic tips on your shoelaces. Their whole job is to protect our genetic information every single time a cell divides, so things don't get all frayed and messy.
Now, here's what happens over time. Every time our cells split, those protective caps get a tiny bit shorter. We start out with around 8,000 base pairs when we're born. By the time we're 35, it's down to about 3,000. And by age 65, only about 1,500. This wearing down process is our biological clock in action.
So what hits the fast forward button on this clock? What makes those telomeres shorten even faster? Well, peer-reviewed science points to one main culprit: chronic life stress. It literally physically wears down our biological protectors.
But here is the really good news. If stress is the villain in our aging story, well, science has also discovered the hero. Back in 2009, a team of scientists won the Nobel Prize for this. They identified this incredible enzyme that exists inside our bodies right now, basically just waiting for the signal to get to work.
It's called telomerase, and its one and only job is to fight back against that aging clock. It literally repairs, heals, and adds length back onto our telomeres. It can actually reverse the aging process at the cellular level.
Okay, so this is where it all clicks together. Remember those heart-based feelings we talked about? Compassion, love, purpose? Well, when we feel those things, we create a state that researchers call heart-brain harmony. And that state of harmony melts away chronic stress. And when that stress is gone, it creates the perfect conditions for telomerase to wake up and start rebuilding.
So what does this all mean for us? Right here, right now. It means we're at a crossroads. We have a profound choice to make about the story we tell ourselves and live about getting older. So are we going to keep living that old story of linear aging? The one where we're born with a battery that just slowly runs out? Or are we ready to step into this new story, the story of cyclic aging, which says we are actually designed for constant renewal? And this isn't just some feel-good theory. Your body is already an expert at this. I mean, look at these numbers. You get a whole new layer of skin every single month, a new liver in about 6 weeks. You literally build an entirely new skeleton for yourself every 3 months. Your body is a regeneration machine. So here's the bottom line. While we can't stop the calendar from flipping pages, we can't stop chronological time, we absolutely can influence our biological experience of it. Our biological age is not this fixed, scary number. It is a dynamic process that we have a say in. And that leaves us with one final and I think really powerful question. Now that you know that your inner feelings, your capacity for love, for compassion, for purpose, can literally activate the very enzyme that reverses aging. What story are you going to choose to live? What does the future of aging look like for you?